Hi, everybody. Welcome to Coach's Playbook with Paul LaPolice, your home for elite CFL breakdown and analysis. Today, Chad Kelly. We're going to talk about his ability to use his legs. I think it's really underappreciated. Watching him in the Eastern semifinal, as well as watching the last time Montreal played Toronto, he had 6 or 7 scrambles where he either got first downs or he was able to move out of the pocket, buy time, and create a huge throw downfield. So he's obviously going to take shots downfield. Their deep ball is great when he's playing, but also he's got some things to run the football. He's a better athlete than you think, so he can scramble and create first downs, and that's a nightmare for defense. You play all the coverage you want, but if the quarterback takes off and starts running, it's going to be a problem for you. So I pulled about 6 clips. A couple from the semifinal last week and some from the last time these two teams played each other. So before I go, please subscribe to the page, turn notifications on. It's going to help support the page. So let's open the playbook on Chad Kelly's using his legs for first downs. One of the things I keep seeing from Chad Kelly is the ability to keep using his legs to create first downs and stay on the field. Here's last week in the semifinal game. We'll go through what's going on from a protection standpoint, from a route standpoint. They've got everybody here blocking in that direction. They got the tailback blocking in that direction. So they're doing a play action pass. They have a post in the middle of the field. They have a deep crosser, and they have an underneath crosser. This is a flood. You're going to go 1 to 2 to 3. Now, watch him right here. He's got a chance to throw. They have 2 people on the post. They have somebody over the deep, what I call a climb route. They have somebody on the short route. So he recognizes that. But the biggest thing is nobody played contain here for the Red Blacks. With an inside move here, I believe Malden, now he goes, okay, well, nobody's open. I'm just going to take off and go. And you can see he does this several times through the course of the game. Gets him first downs. They took a late hit here, but you can see it here. Good hard play action. He's looking, but then he just sees, oh, there's nobody contained for me. I'm just going to take off and run. He does, gets a first down on first down. This next one by Chad, he might have made a mistake on his read if he's really reading the zone play. But what does he do? He makes Taylor miss in space, the Will linebacker, and I'll explain that in a second. So this is a route they've already scored on. He's in the flat, he's replacing, and he's going outside. And it's just a little bit of a horizontal stretch on the defense. But the Red Blacks have a player there, they have a player there, and they have a player there. So good recognition. Chad just takes off and runs with it. Now he makes Taylor miss, bounces it into the end zone. Why I said he might have made a mistake on this is, let me show you right here. You've got basically 1, 2, 3 on the zone play. There's 4. Usually the Will linebacker's sitting right here. Well, where'd he go? He walked all the way out here. So if you'll see the tackle blocks out, I would call this a mambo call, a 5-man box. So hand off so the quarterback doesn't have to carry. Right here, if he hands it, right, they're going to get a block. Taylor's on the outside, should be a big gain before. But he takes it on his own, makes Taylor miss, gets in for the touchdown. So what you hate as a D coordinator, you get the quarterback to hold the football, but he still escapes and creates a first down with his legs. So what happened here, trying to free release the back into the flat, going to what's called an empty protection. And this is a play a lot of teams in the Canadian Football League will run. All right, a player in here and a player goes deep on a corner route. So you're basically trying to you have a deep route and you have a little bit of what's called a horizontal stretch here. Well, the deep route, let's go to the deep route. The corner route, there's 2 people here on the corner route, so that's off. So now you go this route, and if he goes in, you throw the out flank. But the Will really expanded to this one, and the halfback really pushed to this one. So that's why Chad gets off it. So now as he's starting to scramble, he's getting ready to run. He recognizes space and is able to get this throw. Kind of went through 2 people to get there. But that's what, when you got somebody dead to the rights and he finds something to go with. You can see it from this angle. So there it is. Okay, he expanded with this route. He just didn't trust that he could get it in time to here, and the protection got to him a little bit, so then he scrambles, and he actually finds this route here. A little dangerous throw, but they make up for it. This is a clip of the last time these two teams played. Three-man rush. They lose contain. Chad moves around, finds Tavares Daniels. So there's an advantage to rushing three people. You can drop you have three people rushing. That allows, you have 9 people into coverage. So right here you can see the underneath coverage is 1, 2, 3, 4. He might be underneath. You have these two deep. He's deep. He's deep. But Chad sees this. As he drops, he feels pressure this way. He slides this way. And what happens when the quarterback's out and has time, these zones tend to break down. You watch Tavares Daniels, he just feels there's nobody behind him. He's just getting open so Chad can throw him a throw. So this is really good. You can see it from this angle. Okay, Chad just feels the pressure come inside, so then he books it and bounces out. Tavares Daniels, the zone eventually breaks down to make the play. Montreal's zone blitzes the last time they played. Pressure doesn't get to the quarterback, but what happens is he sees the pressure, can't find anybody open, but then he takes off. And when you zone blitz, that's the zone blitz. They're bringing a linebacker. Watch the underneath coverage expanding, and everyone's pushing out and expanding. And now when he goes to scramble, he's like, all right, I can't find anybody. He's covered, he's covered, he's covered. But there's not a lot of people with eyes to the quarterback. You just got one. And he says, all right, I'm going to take it now. He makes him miss and then goes. Big first down to put him inside in the 5-yard line. So again, if you watch it from here, pressure off the edge, okay, and then expansion by the linebackers. Chad starts to move. Just got one player. Easy to miss for him. He makes Sankey miss. Big play. Sometimes when you pressure, there is escape lanes that show up. This is a combination coverage. It looks like it's zone to over here to the left and man to the right. And when this looks like this is some form of zone, but these guys are man-to-man. Looks like he's man on the back. And they just lose Chad to the man side. Now Chad's got plenty of room to run. It's a 15-yard gain. So sometimes when you're pass rushing, you're going to see a twist here. You're going to see in, and I believe Avery Ellis coming around the horn. But they stop Avery Ellis, and the end, Debbie Berglund gets really far upside, but there's a little crease. Chad can outrun everybody and go, and gets a big 15-yard first down. So his ability to use his legs is showing up in these big games. He can throw the ball downfield. He can do all the things you need. But this is a little thing I think that can be a difference for the Toronto Argonauts.